What's going on, y'all? We know in the Y down in DC, having a good conversation. Go ahead.
The down that is why.
Down on H Street. This is one of the most. If you ever have an opportunity to come to DC and you're looking for one of the best coffee shops, shout out to the Y down. They got it going on. The aesthetics, the comfortability, the arrangement of it all, the beverages, everything is on point. Like you'll feel like you're in heaven, just chilling in this joint. It's pretty epic.
And we like it because it's an apartment building attached to it.
Yes.
We're pretty much over it, and so we get to chill here. And it's like 3 floors of just these different spots that you can see. We are chilling in one spot right now, and to bring you this information and to introduce ourselves. So my name's Mars. This is my brother Ty. Like he said, we catch from DC. He's married. I'm single. 30s, mid-30s,
Mid-30s, 35,
34, and we're going to bring you guys from a men's perspective. We are also in Christ, so we represent Jesus Christ, and we also city boys, city dudes,
yes,
and we want to talk about men perspective and a number of topics that a lot of people or a lot of men don't address from a standpoint of just us being. Just bringing things out of the closet.
Let me bring y'all, rewind it back a little bit to give y'all some history. Me and Moss been friends since 9th grade in high school. When I was 13, 14, when I met him, and one day when we was in the 11th or 12th grade, walking down the street, I told Moss, I'm like, son, I said, I don't know if I'm way in the zone or what, but I feel like in the future, like somehow, some way, I don't know what we're going to be doing, but I feel like we're going to be doing it together. And we're here, sitting here today. We've been rocking and rolling with each other forever. There's a group of us. Yeah. But me and Moss been super tight, like rolling with God, without God, with God, without God, like the entire time. And we still rolling together. We done broke off before, got back together as homies. Like
romance.
We had our bromance breakup moments, bromance get back together moments. Like we done been through the trenches, but I thank God that we still here sitting today, able to share with y'all.
And so the first topic that we're going to be talking about is this crap called NoFap. And yeah, when we heard the name too, we were like, what the heck is NoFap?
Right.
So to give you a quick scenario or bring you up to speed of why we're talking about it is I have been dealing with porn since like 4. And so this is a $96 billion business that we call the little secret that a lot of people deal with, because if it's 96 billion, that means a lot of people are partaking in it.
Can't even imagine the number.
Yeah, can't imagine the number. But as we did our research, that's between trafficking and prostitution as well, because you know today a lot of it is free. And so
I wanted to say, I keep telling every time we talk about it, like, I'm amazed at how high the number is and the free accessibility to porn, but the number you attach to porn is still through the roof. Like, I was amazed because it's so accessible. Like, it's plenty of sites, and we all know that you can go on and look at it for free, but it's still like a leading forerunner industry. Like it's insane. Like
insane. So we have been battling like years on years. Me and him have been battling. I'm gonna get back to the NoFap situation, but we have been battling. We was like, okay, if you slip up and look at something and beat off or whatever, you got to pay $1 towards it. We tried that didn't work. When one say they fall, then the other one say okay, and then the next one fall.
Every time.
And so here's the thing, y'all. What we found out is not the fact that we can't get any cheeks. He's married. I'm single. Yeah, we're in Christ, but I've fallen more than one time. That's not it. I've been with women, and then I still had that itch. And when I say the itch, I mean Yeah, literally meaning I actually still needed to feel like I was fulfilled. This fantasy that I needed to fulfill. And so we found out that it's actually weakening and actually diminishing our overall purpose and our overall putting back out to people. So here's the thing: NoFap. I came across the NoFap thing. Actually, is like it means like no masturbation, or PMO, which stands for porn, masturbation, and orgasm. And so the fat part, we still don't know where that actually comes from, but it's interesting because we found a group of men that are around the world that have dedicated themselves to actually being better through what they call NoFap. And so, Ty, how long you been dealing with it?
So my story, Moss introduced me to it when I was in the 10th, I believe, grade. It was 10th or 11th grade. I grew up super churched out, no cable. I felt like I was the only one in my whole neighborhood with no freaking cable. So we didn't have no HBO late night specials or nothing like that. Like it was just Fox 5 News and the basic. We had 7 channels, so that's how I grew up. No music, no nothing like that. Very structured, organized, God committed Christianity family. And so I was green to I didn't know so much stuff that was really going on in the real world. And then one day, me and Moss was sitting in class, and he was like, "Yo, you never seen a porn before?" And I was like, "No." And me, I'm super intrigued. I'm like, "Tell me more. Like, what's this about?" And so, like, once he showed it to me, like, it was a slippery slope. So for years, I think around the same time I started smoking marijuana. And I tell people from the time that I started weed, I stopped when I was in my 20s. So it was like years upon years that I was doing that. I felt like I was a totally different person. I felt like my life was on pause. Like I hit the pause. Once I started, I hit pause. There was no growth. No decrease, no anything. I stayed exactly the same from the time I first started smoking to when I stopped. Like it was insane. But when I look at pornography from when I started I'm still overcoming in that. Like we just a few weeks ago really got serious about it and God just gave us a new light to walk in towards Him to stay out of it. Man, I felt like porn over the years has been like quicksand. Like not being on pause, I feel like I've been taking steps and sinking at the same time. like I've been moving forward. Like there has been mobility, but I have been steadily going down the entire time. And like Ma said, I'm married, so you would think, why does Ty have a problem with pornography? He can have sex whenever he wants. And see, so I always thought, because I'm this Christian guy, I'm like, all right, I'm just doing this right now. But when I get married and I can have sex whenever I want, like, I ain't even gonna do porn no more. That's one of the biggest lies I ever believed, because what I came to find out is porn is like when you get into porn, it's a behavioral addict. Like you become a behavioral addict. It's just like marijuana was to me. It's not like you could just put it down because you think, oh, I've reached a certain point, I'm going to stop now. No. Like when those triggers and urges come, if you're not prepared for them, like you just going to keep on doing what you always been doing. And just because like porn is so self-serving, so and it's about pleasing yourself. So in marriage, like I can have sex, but whenever Ashley's my wife is not in the mood, or whenever she's not around, or we have an argument, like it satisfies you like real quick. So it's easy to still keep a part of your life. Like in marriage, as everyone knows, is like a roller coaster. There are a lot of ups and downs, and through those downs, like you depend on what you know. And so it's easy to keep going back to. And like I said, I was withholding the best love that I could give by steadily sinking in it. So it's been very detrimental in my life for 20 years, and now we're proud to speak out about it. Another reason we're speaking out about it, because Terry Crews on the NoFap thing, somebody had posted a couple years ago, did the porn kills love, and I was like, yo, yes, it does, man. It really, you cannot be your best self with this dirty little secret. Like, it affects so many other areas of your life that you don't pay attention to. One of our brothers on the NoFap page, like, he does it every week. He'll list several benefits to NoFap. Several benefits. Like, it gotta be like 20 to 30 benefits laid out, and like, it's like this one thing cuts you off from so many other things that you don't even have an idea that you're attached to. And the only way you see the benefits of it is when you can be able to stop it and let the fog clear. And then you see stuff in a whole new direction. Like, you like, oh man, I didn't even know I could do this. I didn't even know I could focus like this. Like, I'm gonna stop because I keep.
No, but so here's some of them, and I'm gonna probably, as the video going, you'll probably see them under it. So, like, more energy, helps with depression, more confidence, less anxiety, social skills go up, more motivated. You want to do more. You can approach women, increase fat loss, muscle growth, workouts are better, sport performance is better. Your voice deepens. So I've noticed that, like, my morning voice has now been actually my all-day voice now. And so brighter eyes, clearer skin, body language is better. Alpha male behavior, attention from women, respect from men, removal of brain fog, as Ty just said, and it's some other ones. And like I said, I'm probably gonna put them at the bottom of the screen. But so as him being married, I know me being single, I'm gonna just say I was introduced to it as a young age from Cousin Sanchez, and we know who it actually is, and they wanted to make sure that I didn't turn out to be gay or anything. I don't think I was actually showing these signs, but I believe they were just trying to put me on a head start to be what they was taught. This what men do. This what men do, and this is, you get a girl and you get as many girls as you want. But I grew up never feeling that the satisfaction of feeling whole from being a hoe. And so God told me that wasn't my makeup. Even though blood still flows through me, I still love women, as the next guy does. There's something deep inside me that says I can't just utilize the women God put on this earth to be our counterparts, better halves, and it's just not in me. But I look at these porn and actually have a fantasy of them. It's crazy, because I would look at like an orgy situation, but then if a girl would tell me that she had been in something like that, then in real life I would be disgusted or something like that. So just think about the damage of the fantasy. And in the next video, we're going to talk about pretty much. I'm really going to get into the brain and how porn destroys so much. So if I just named all those things that are positive, think about all the things that are negative, like insecurity, lack of motivation, self-esteem. I get into it. And then the frontal lobe of our brains is also the neurons and stuff like that, the receptors and all that. It really has some nasty things that a lot of people, and for us being in the faith, it's not just about the porn is that part, but it's also just the overall removal of love in the sense of as me want to be a single, I know that all my actions now will help me to be a better husband. So if I just was given to porn or just sleep around as I can, which society says is great, I will not be a better beneficiary for my faith, to God, to the wife I want in the future, and for my family and friends and my purpose. So,
yeah, I wanted to say, like, also, it definitely benefits your closest relationships significantly. when you can withstand from this dirty little secret porn.
Yes, man.
But I realized from joining NoFap that we're all connected, and your life really matters more than you think. Like, and that's why I'm so glad to be around this great brotherhood, because like my journey matters to the people in the brotherhood. Not only, it doesn't just matter to me that I'm doing well, or my wife or my daughter, who are extremely important in my priorities in life, but like my life matters to people all over the world. Like that we fighting in this journey together, and they need to see a light in darkness, and like it keeps being connected to the brothers, along with brothers in my real life and my family and everything. Like it gives me that extra push to keep staying the course. Right. See, I always looked at, all right, I can do this. Me and God got this. God gonna get me out of this. Like it was always me, just like with porn. Like it was always selfish. I was always, even on the good side, trying to get out of it. I was just always thinking about me, and it was me that was down, and I need to stop. But it's really not about me. Like me being stuck in it has very little to do with me and how I'm not being connected as an extension cord to the people that I need to be connected to in real life. Like they're not receiving. People are missing out on not receiving everything that they could, because like Monster said, it cuts you off from so many things. Like so many people need to hear your story. They need to hear your encouragement. They need to hear your influence. And like if you're not, what helps, I find like a lot of times, follow Jesus, follow whatever faith you feel like can help you and pull you out of it. But you really need to get connected to other people along the journey. Like community is necessary. I always thought it was like me and him. We used to try to do it together, but it was crazy.
We never tried to do that together in the same vicinity. Okay?
Oh, this is crazy. Look, so we tried to overcome by keeping each other accountable.
Right.
And that was cool, and it seemed like that was going to be enough. But like you said, he'll fall. I'd be like, oh man, dang, I've been doing good. Then the next thing you know, I'm slipping and dipping. But like, I really want to be a better encouragement, because I've seen God like I've never seen him before, and staying the course this time, being connected to so many people. Like I really see how my life and his life matters to a greater mass that we didn't even know was out there available. So we're very excited to be on this journey and have these conversations with y'all.
So people, check us out. We're gonna keep this going. I want to give a shout out to a book called, was it Unplugged to Porn or Plugged to Porn? Plugged to Porn by Tony Sayer. That actually put me on the NoFap journey. That's when I found out about it. I found out about semen retention. I'll talk about that more in the next video, like how it actually, we are actually nourished by us retaining, and it helps with the brain cells, as I talked about earlier. And then so I want to shout out to a dude on YouTube named Mikos, Mikkkois. He is there. He's dope. Like he's a real cool dude that actually NoFap as well. And then want to shout out to our Facebook brothers and our page on there, the NoFap Brotherhood. And we just like really are blessed to be sharing with you guys. And yeah, like we wanna be better for the world. We wanna be better for our families, for our purpose. And yeah, this is Moss and Ty Moss, and we signing out. Love y'all. Chicken wings and grits, ham hocks and shit.
Have a good one.
Bye.